everyone, welcome back to my channel, especially to my dear grade 11 students. Well, I hope you are very excited to see me again. This lesson we're going to talk about the last module for oral communication. Okay, pretty sure you're very excited that our quarter 2 will be finally ended, will finally end. Okay, so here, to start with the topic, fundamentals of public speaking. Okay, I'm pretty sure that you do have, just like me, I also have my favorite public speakers. It's just like the newscasters. I hope that on top of your list, you do have there Jessica Soho, Karen Davila, Corina Sanchez, and the others. Okay, that's for the local. And for the foreign, maybe I can have that one there for Ellen DeGeneres, though she's just a talk show host, not really a newscaster. Okay, so I know for sure that you do somehow, when you try to observe them speaking or delivering their speech in public, you sometimes wonder, how do they do that? Okay, how are they able to express themselves in front of the public when, in my case, yes, just from the start that people will look at me, I'm standing in front, my legs are starting to shake, my mouth is also shaking, my hands are sweating. Okay, so don't you worry, all those troubles or problems you encounter when you have those symptoms in public speaking, hopefully I can help you with that with this discussion. Okay, so let's first discuss or explain what a good delivery is. Okay, so this is according to the author Stephen Lucas. Okay, so he mentioned that good delivery conveys the speaker's ideas clearly. Okay, I hope that one is clear over there on the screen. Interestingly, and without distracting the audience. Okay, in public speaking, it's very essential. The audience, our attention should be in them. Okay, most audiences prefer delivery that combines a certain degree of formality with the best attributes of good conversation. Okay, so probably you have already received some of the modules, yes, from me. Yeah, there are love letters. Okay, so I commented on there, needs to improve public speaking delivery, or yes, it wasn't in a conversational type. Okay, so just the natural way, because others when they presented their videos, so they were very stiff. Okay, again, I said earlier you don't have to worry because I will be discussing that one later on and how to improve public speaking as well. Okay, so in this lesson too, you will have to practice again public speaking. Okay, so rest assured that right after quarter 2, you will have to improve your public speaking skills. Okay, yes, crossing my fingers here too. Okay, where am I? Good conversation, directness, spontaneity, animation, vocal, and facial expressiveness. That's important. And a lively sense of communication. Okay, so you are not just typically, reading your lines or memorizing your lines. Others, I watched their videos, so it was too obvious for them that they are just looking at their script. Yes, though I told you that you can have your outline only. Outline only. Do not, almost 90% of their delivery, they were just looking at their script. In fact, for the, not for the memorized, but for the manuscript speech, even though you do have the script there, but it's very important that you still have to connect to your audience. Okay, so Lucas mentioned that it's very essential for the audience to have the connection. That's why you are like talking to them. You converse with them. Okay, so Lucas, by the way, is the author of The Art of Public Speaking. A good delivery means that you are capable and able to present your message in a clear, coherent, and interesting way. Okay, yeah, so you have to be lively, active, okay, so that you can engage to your audience better. So from the previous module, we also mentioned that you need to come earlier, okay, on the said venue, or if you do have your speech delivery, so that you'll feel comfortable with the place and with the people. Most likely, audience will be there before the speaking engagement starts. Okay, so it's good. Yes. So yeah, that's just one of the tips. Okay, so let's continue. So we have here 4 principles of speech delivery. Okay, the first one we have articulation. Okay, articulation, okay, it is the speaker's skill in pronouncing the words of the speech with clear diction that effectively transmits the message. The act of vocal expression, utterance, or enunciation. Okay, so as you speak, yes, I believe, as so far as I remembered, there was one module that we mentioned that yes, grammar isn't really that important in terms of public speaking. Yes, but we need to practice the correct way of pronouncing the words, because we don't want that we will just be what our audience will just laugh at us. Okay, because tendency is, if the speech or the content of your speech isn't that interesting for them, then they will just find ways to make fun of you. Just waiting, listening to how many times you mispronounced words, and then they list it down and then they talk about it. Yes. So, yes, if you want to be a public speaker, you have to practice speaking a lot. You need to have more speaking engagement for you to enhance or hone your speaking skills, especially the pronunciation, sorry. By the way, for verb, okay, it's pronounced with the O, but if it's used as a noun, then it's just pronunciation without O anymore. It's commonly misspelled words in English. Okay, so how do we have the second principle for speech delivery? We have modulation. Okay, so aside from being articulate, yes, you can speak the words correctly. That's why you need also to have a well-modulated voice. From the videos that I have watched, okay, others, yeah, they commented in there that I can't make my voice the higher modulation because my niece is sleeping, or yes, somebody in the house or the members of the family are already sleeping. Okay, but there are other speakers. Most of the newscasters, actually, they have the gift of, yes, the throat, yes, the voice here, okay, or the, yes, they said it's the timbre. Okay, this modulation here is the speaker's ability to adjust or manipulate the resonance and timbre of one's voice. This also means the fine tuning of the pitch or tone of voice that helps the audience clearly hear and understand the speech. Okay, because it's also obvious that you are nervous in your speech when you can't speak well, like, yes, hi everyone, good evening. I'm here to speak about the lesson for today. Okay, yes, I know maybe some of you remembered one of your teachers really are soft spoken. Okay, yeah, so you know for sure that, yeah, you can manage, or how they can, sorry for my screen there. So how you can handle making your voice be modulated. Okay, yes, Miss, how can I do it? My voice is already like in a soprano version. Okay, so how does it help? Maybe you can have, it helps a lot if you do have the microphone. Okay, when you speak, okay, you can request. Okay, you can ask favor. Okay, so how? Okay, so tips for modulation here: vary the pitch and tone of your voice. never deliver in a monotonous voice. Okay, so remember, when you speak, especially when you have your script with you, tendency is the na 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 oh na 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 oh na na na. Okay, so yeah, it's like already you have only one tone of your voice. So it would be interesting, exciting for your audience if there are some points in your speech that you have to lower down your voice. So probably that's the sad point in the speech. And if it's happy, then maybe you can just adjust your voice modulation, especially if you noticed that your audience is somewhat having their own world. Okay. And by the way, okay, so yeah, you can notice it that, oh, they are like, okay, so they like it. Okay, so don't just have, okay, the same pace or the same level. Okay, so the wave, okay, so yes, it connects to the content also of your speech. Okay, I hope I can go back to the screen already. Okay, so speak normally, about 125 to 150 words per minute. How can I do that? How would I know that I already speak those words? So you try to record your speech delivery, okay, before you go to a speaking engagement. Okay, so don't speak too fast. Remember, our main aim is for the audience to understand what your message is. We'll go back to the basic, okay, the elements of communication. The message is the most important element in which it should be received by the receiver clearly. Okay, yes, so the receiver is your audience. Okay, very important. Okay, next is pronounce words properly, putting stress at the right syllables. Okay, so you do have admiration, example. Okay, that's the word. So where do we put the stress there? It's in the first syllable, admiration. So we don't say admiration, right? Admiration. So maybe you can do that one just to make fun, or yes, just to catch your audience attention. Okay, but for the proper way, the formality of it, so that's admiration. Okay, I remembered my Japanese student. Yeah, normally because yes, the English words are new to them, so he missed the right syllable. I just forgot the exact word what he said. Okay, next is speak loud enough. Pause for a moment in between sentences. Okay, yes. So especially if okay, from that statement, it's very essential, yes, to your speech, then you can say it in a low pace. And then if it's more exciting, then you can make your voice even louder and even faster. Okay, you can do that. But yes, if that part of your speech is very important and you want that your audience to understand what you really want them to absorb or to grasp. Okay, so you have to make your voice slower. Okay, or yes, just not that loud enough. Okay, next is refrain from vocalized pauses and nasalization. Okay, I don't know how it works, nasalization, but yeah, usually maybe like that as okay, so we call that one fillers. So normally it happens when we forgot the next word to say. I'm sometimes like that. I admit that one. Okay, so we avoid that one. Okay, refrain from these kind of fillers. Okay, next is don't repeatedly use phrases like, so you see, in my case, yeah, my expression is, it's very important. Okay, as you notice, okay, yes, I just noticed that one. So you see, what I mean is, I understand. Okay, or is it clear? Very commonly used expression. This expression is said by the speaker, especially when he or she is not prepared for his or her speech, even to the students given their report. Am I clear? Is it clear? Am I heard? Okay. So they do ask their audience like that. Okay, but of course, that is why before or prior to your speaking engagement, you need to check the equipment if it's working well. Okay, so when you say hi, okay, if they respond, it means to say that they can hear you. So you don't need to start your speech with, is it clear? Can you hear me? Hello, hello, am I here? Am I heard? Okay, so you don't need to use those words anymore or any longer. Okay. Next here, okay, for the principles of speech delivery, the third one is, okay, I'd like to hide my screen there. Okay, stage presence. It is the speaker's ability to own the stage, filling it with one's personality and projecting it to the audience. This also means the sum total of all the qualities that keep the audience engaged while delivering a speech. Stage presence, I believe, is the most important part, okay, of the speech delivery. Okay, yes, I think I can have my screen back. Yes, why is that so? Because physical appearance, okay, audience, what you see is what you get. So when they see you when they see you not in good posture, your movement symbolizes or reflects that you are unprepared for the speech, then tendency is they will just be half listening to you, 50%, and they will just be scrolling down on their phone. Okay, so we have to avoid that, okay, in happening or yet to happen. Okay, so some tips here. So qualities to having a stage presence in speech delivery. Okay, how should, okay, we have, okay, I hope I can have that screen there. Okay, so first sphere, okay, first sphere to have that stage presence. Okay, appearance and comfort, dress to the occasion. If the occasion, that's why yes, in for the other, I think that's for the week 9. Okay, so in different areas for our speech delivery, we have to know if the occasion is formal, semi-formal, or casual. So you don't have to be overdressed, okay, from the occasion. So dress appropriately. Okay. And second sphere, okay, body posture and attitude. Okay, take care of the way you stand, hand gestures, and posture. Okay, so not so stiff, but just the what? Yes, comfortable way. Okay, that you are. So not so stiff. Yes, just soft. Okay. Next, third sphere, tone of the speech, voice modulation, use of examples, a little humor. This is very important to catch the audience attention and to keep them connected with you. So you have to prepare in your pocket, okay, not literally, but yes. So you have something in mind on the pickup lines, for example. Okay, as long as, yes, you can make your audience smile back. Okay, so you have to think about it. Okay, good thing for those who are who do have the wit, okay, in nature or by nature. So there are some people like that already. Okay, next sphere, or the fourth sphere, the use of stage space, speech choreography. Plan a speech to be delivered using different parts of the stage at different levels. Okay, so yes, again, you do have to visit the place, okay, before your speaking engagement, and you know when you can, yes, you have to own the stage, so you can walk in a while. If there is if there is a lectern, it's good that you can just stay there, but it would be so stiff for the audience if you will just stay there. So if you have noticed that your audience attention is getting out of the way, then it's time for you to get out from that lectern. So you walk closer to them. Yes, I think they also want to see your posture, not just hiding from that lectern. Okay, I hope that helps. Okay, here we do have, okay, what they are talking about, the stage fright. Okay, so stage fright is the opposite of stage presence. Okay, it is considered by many as the topmost fear in the world of public speaking, making one feel shaky and nervous. Yes, do we have this kind of posture in, yes, in front of the stage, or in front on the stage and in front of the audience? We have to avoid this posture. Yes, this exactly what facial expression, okay, in front. So it helps that at the back of the stage there is like curtain, right? Yeah, so you do have to release, let it go. Okay, all those. Where am I? You can't see me. Sorry. You have to release all the nervousness. It helps. Whew, you do that one. I'm also doing it. And yes, for a personal tip, what I do is I have my hanky with me. So it's fine, you do have your hanky, because when I feel nervous, my palms, arms are getting sweat. Yes, are sweating. Yes, so if it helps for you, then you can so that you can have something that you can press. Yes, when you feel like, yes. I hope that helps. Okay, so there are a lot of tips here. Hopefully that can help you in what in boosting your confidence when you are delivering your speech in the public. Okay, so here the last one is the facial expressions, gestures, and movements. Okay, I'd like to hide again, or I can put my screen here. Okay, so here, okay, for facial expressions, so yes, it doesn't mean that you do have to smile a lot, like very big. So smile naturally. Your audience can notice it if your smile isn't genuine. Okay, and you don't be too sad too. And again, yes, don't include in your speech very traumatic experience, because we have to avoid crying in front of the people. So it doesn't mean that when you cry in a speech, then you already get your audience attention. Sometimes it's overrated for them. So do you really have to cry? Maybe it's the thing that you want your audience to feel, that they also feel what you feel. So it would be them who will cry from your message, okay, but not you, okay, as the speaker, because your main aim again is to finish your message that they can totally understand. So yes, your aim is for them to relate to your story. If your story is that sad, yeah, that they can cry, so let them cry. It will be your audience that will cry, not you. If you can't avoid crying in front of the public because your story is that's too emotional, then I strongly suggest, exclude that part or choose another topic. Okay, if you can't handle that, if you can't handle your emotions well, okay, in front of the audience. Okay, so do not cry, yes, in front of the crowd. And it is not reasonable to tell them, I'm sorry, I'm not prepared for this. Yeah, I'm sorry, my situation is like this. You don't owe explanation to your audience, and they would not like to hear that one, because that would just add to their thinking that you are likely unprepared to your speaking engagement. Okay, so the moment that you are already on stage, let them know, you have to tell the whole crowd that you are very excited to talk to them, to tell them your story. Okay, yeah, like that. Okay, I hope I was able to convince you, convey the message well. Okay, so here, these are the common mistakes. Okay, by the way, thank you, Google, is my source for the picture or the images yes, I borrowed from them. Okay, yes, so here, common sins in the use of facial expressions are poker face, where the speaker does not have any expressions at all. It may be because they are already very nervous inside, so they can't smile genuinely. Mugger, which is an exaggerated facial grimace. Okay, so yeah, so they actually I'm not also they do have that kind of expression, and it isn't necessary. Okay, and facial contortionist, where the speaker releases pent up tension through random activity of the facial muscle. Okay, so other speakers, so maybe actually okay, guys. So what we are talking about here, yes. So avoid those. Yes, avoid those. I already included there the movements for facial expressions. I watched some videos that my students submitted, that you submitted. Actually, when I was in grade 8, my mother always asked me. So, yeah. So those facial expressions are unnecessary already. Okay. So again, know your posture. Okay. I hope that helps. Okay, let's have the next slide. For the facial expression, I guess for the fourth principle of speech delivery, we have here, okay, the letter B, the movements or bodily actions. Okay, so sorry for that. I hope, yes, you can see, okay, my screen hit there. Okay, so body actions supplements the good speech with its being transformed into actual replacement for the audible code. Its uses include adjusting to the speaking situation, securing and maintaining interest and attention, clarifying meaning, and attaining emphasis in speech. Okay, so for that body action we have there, it means to have, yes, we need to, the posture again. So what that's what it means. Okay, so we have here examples of a good posture. Yes, okay, I hope, yeah, I can show my screen again. So common sins in the use of movements are like the statue. You are very stiff. Okay, so or no movement at all. So pacer, where the speaker walks from one side of the stage to the other and then back. Swayer, where the speaker rhythmically moves his body from one side to a side or forward and backward, followed by shifting to it. Yeah, I noticed. Okay, so there are, yes, they do sway like that. So I'm actually, yeah, I'm just sitting down. So yes, but with their legs, okay, sway, and others do like this. Okay, so you avoid that one. Okay, so you can go to the right side of the stage, talk to them slowly, and then you go to the left side. But do not like do that one too fast. Okay, I hope that one also is helpful for you. Okay, for the gestures, okay, gestures here, purposive movements of some parts of the body, but not the entire body. Yes. So these one, the head, shoulders, arms, occasionally the feet. Okay, these are all physical movements that represent concretely the ideas and emotions of the speaker, which are products of the inner impulses and forces of thought of a speaker. So how your body moves, okay, maybe you are very excited, so you move a lot. Or maybe you are very nervous. Okay, so very important to use the proper way of, yes, using your body parts. Yes, you can search in your social networking site or the speakers or your favorite speakers, the way they use their hands. Okay, by the way, when you try to use your hands, Okay, with the public, you don't have to point anyone. Okay, so use your 5 fingers. Okay, yes, I'd like to talk to you. You, please. So do not point. Ah, yes, you. Yes, who are you? I'd like to talk to you. I'd like to ask you a question. No, it's a big no. Don't do that. Okay, so use, okay, like this. If you want to point someone, or if you want, yes, yes, the pretty girl over there. Okay, yes, so you can do that one. And try to address the person miss or ma'am. Sir, yes, sir, yeah, how can I help you? You do have question? Okay, so you do that one, but don't point your audience. Okay, and also you have to avoid, yes, closing your arms when you are presenting in front. Okay, or yes, I think I also mentioned one of my from one of my videos to, yeah, do not do the arm cross. Okay, when you are, if you are doing that one as an example, then it's fine. Yes, example again, then you are in front of the public. But yes, if you are having your speech and then you are crossing your arms, it's a big no-no. Okay, where am I? Yes, so gestures help you emphasize a point, express emotions, release tensions, and engage your audience. So this one, yes, no, and this is what I mean. Okay, so you do that one. So if you want to, yes, talk to people, it means this is a sign that you welcome audience. Okay, that you are approachable. Okay, this one, it means that you don't welcome point of view from your audience. Okay, yeah, so it isn't good. So do this one. Okay, so what he wears is really formal. Okay, for formal engagement. Okay, that's great. Okay, next is, okay, audience rapport. Okay, audience rapport, it is establishing a connection with the audience. This is where you focus on your audience, which means you must understand your audience first and tailor fit your speech to them. So that is why I forgot what module was that, but understanding the audience, or your target audience. So you have to know their gender, yeah, their grade, their level, their social status, because from there, yes, you would know what speech you're going to deliver to them, because yes, they can relate. Okay, my audience is my audience are millennials. Okay, so I think it's appropriate to talk about social media, or what mobile phone, I mean mobile games. Sorry, yeah, they can relate to that. You can start your speech by asking them, yes, characters from Mobile Legends, or yeah, the famous online games that they most likely yes, most of them play. So it helps, yeah. Okay, I hope that one helps too. Okay, so I believe that ends our slide and our topic for Module 12. Congratulations, grade 11 students, for completing the module for oral communication in context. We'll see you again in the quarter 3 for reading and writing. Okay, so I will still be uploading some the modules here for the quarter 3 is, yeah, the second semester. Okay, we're done with the first semester, which is oral communication in context. Again, thank you so much and congratulations for completing the module. Okay. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Thank you and enjoy learning English. Goodbye for now. Okay, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.